So today we're doing some Batman miniature game, and the crews we've got today, if we can see, we have the Riddler, and we're using the new 3rd edition Riddler cards, which will be good. So the Riddler's coming with the crew that's in the box, plus 2 Enigma data packs, which gives it the distract rule, inspiration, grapple gun, and the Riddler is leveling up, which allows him to place 2 markers before turn 1. So he's got a few tricks up his sleeve. He's got his crew. So let's have a look who he's up against. So on the Law and Order side, we've got Bats with the upgraded suit, Boy Wonder Robin, Policewoman, O'Connell, Arkham Guards 1 and 3, Agent number 1, and because we're up against the Riddler, decided to go the Catwoman. So she's got her Catwoman training. There's a few special rules to try and keep in check. We'll see how it goes. Have a quick look at the board. So we've got our board laid out. The mission chosen today is Vanguard. We've got our 12-inch area, we're all ready to go, we've got everything laid out, it's all good. And I did originally randomly pick one out, but I thought Plunder was a bit too much in the Riddler's favour. And the Bats are going first. This will be the Bat zone. This will be the Riddler zone. And I'm expecting it to be kind of chaotic. Alright, so let's set up. Alright, so here we go. About to start it up. Our undercover cop. Every time the Riddler or anyone in the crew drops a marker, you place a number. And the number can be any number, it doesn't have to be in any particular order or consecutive. Just chose 1 and 2. We've got 1 Riddler card already face down. Let's go. So we've got a few that have got, yep, all good. Alright, let's get turn 1 out of the way. So the end of turn 1, we have some movement. Our Arkham Guard all the way down here. Facing off against the Riddler. Quizzes 1, 2 and 3. Kel, Echo, Query, Riddleman. Big Irish is up here. On the other side, Boy Wonder, Grappled, Catwoman. So we've got some hefty movement. There's a fair bit of movement around, where possible. Dropping a marker. Didn't place a couple in the right spot, so couldn't put a marker down. So in the end, nothing exciting happened, just lots of movement. And let's roll off for turn 2. So the Riddler Crew's gone first, and they've activated Quiz 1, and at the beginning of his activation spent a resource to bring Arkham Guard 3 6 inches closer, which makes him in range for Quiz 1 to shoot, which is what he's about to do with one of his submachine guns. Uzi 9mm. Anyway, so here we go. Strength die 2+, because it's a firearm, on a 3 with the others, because it's a defense 3 for the guard. Three hits. So that's 3 hits for 3 blood and 3 stun. So 3 blood, 3 stun. Now he's down 1 more effort. Endurance 5, willpower 4. Okay. So it's time for the Batman crew to activate. And as interesting as it sounds, the Batman over here, it's actually, once we bend everything around, is within 17 inches of base-to-base contact with the Riddler. So, Batman didn't Batclaw last round. So this round, he gets to move his 11 inches because of the Acrobat rule. This one's got Acrobat. Then Batclaw gives him +6, which puts him right around here. An opportunity too good to miss, I think. That's, yeah, that's interesting. Alright, let's get some Batman happening. The Riddler has a defense of 3. Batman has 5 attacks. Plus his strength die. And for good measure, he's adding some effort. Because of the sneak attack rule, the Riddler is not able to add any effort to his defense. So, yeah. Alright. Okay, so we have a few hits. Two, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, that's enough. 5's required on the defense. 1. That would KO the Riddler. And we're playing this card. So Big Irish went next. He made it over here and has decided to open up a can of whoop-ass on the Boy Wonder. The Boy Wonders are going to add 1 effort to the defense of 5, and Irish is loading up on his effort. So adding 3. Needing 5s to hit, 4s on the strength die, with electricity as a stun, as the critical. Ouch. Okay. Needing 5s. Well, except for the strength die, of course. So that's 2 hits. And Robin needing to defend with 4s. So just taking the strength hit. For one blood, 1 stun. So to add insult to injury, we're going to activate this guy. And he gets a free manipulate, which he's going to arrest the Riddler, turning him into a casualty. That is a big hit for the Riddler crew. So after some movements, we've just got some people running around like mad things. We've got our first riddle marker on the board. And we're about to do the Boy Wonder, having a smack at Big Irish. So the Boy Wonder's going for his 3 attacks plus his strength die, and he's spending his 2 effort. Irish obviously doesn't get his effort. Needing 3s. Irish. Blocking 3. Just leaving 2 hits. The Boy Wonder doesn't have reinforced gloves, so they're just straight up to 2 stun. And as his special action, he'll do a combat flip to get out of 3 inch into to move away 3 inches. So Catwoman moved through here. She can only get about as far as that. With her whip and with reach, she's able to have a crack at Query, which she does. She's decided she's going to throw in her effort. Query is adding 2 of her effort. So let's see what happens here. Attacking on 3s for 1 blood, 1 stun with each attack. Okay, so no. 4. She's needing 4 attacks. So depending on 4s. Bounces everywhere. Alright. Which means 1. So she takes 3 blood, 3 stun. She's got 1 effort left, but she's at -1 because of the blood. So recap, we've had some major combat down here. Quiz 2's just moved up, wasn't able to attack. Bit of activity. It's not easy to see. Light is not working for me today. Alright, so start of turn 3. And it's really just 3 points. But anyway, that's alright. This is weird. Batman goes first. Or the Batman crew goes first. Right. So Echo's moved up to engage Catwoman. She's used her special to reduce Catwoman's defense by 1 with the distract rule. She has a +1, Echo has a +1 to attack dice for being in competition with Query, and the spending 1 resource for a additional effort for Echo, as well as spending Echo's effort. So Echo is attacking Catwoman with an attack of 4 plus 5 effort dice and the strength versus Catwoman's 5. Alright, let's roll. So we're needing 5s and 6s to hit. That's the strength die, so that's also a knockdown. And that's what Catwoman rolled. After she rolled lots of 2s and 3s and was only able to knock out 1. So, plus the crit. So being 6, taking 6 damage, that's it, she's knocked down. And she's knocked out and down. Alright, so it's the end of 3. And we had lots and lots of carnage. So we lost Agent 1 and Gotham Policewoman as an actual casualty. The Catwoman made it for her recovery, so she's got 1 stun left and is just knocked down. And where a few shots were fired over here against this guy, didn't happen. So the Riddler Crew haven't had an opportunity to get a lot of points. So that's the interesting thing. The Batman crew just got a few points, but it's going to be interesting. So the way that they seem to work, the Riddler crew need the opponents to be making. First of all, you need to be getting the riddle markers out there and rolling, getting them right in the middle of the board, or getting them around friendly suspect markers, opponent suspect markers. Get your suspect markers near opponent suspect markers. Use resources, because the resources are cool. I've been using the resources, and the resources are allowing things to move and allowing extra effort and additional attack. Like using the cards as resources. So there is an actual card or there's a rule in there that allows you to hunt through your resource cards to pull them back out again, and you really need that. So as resources, yeah, they've got it all cool. It's done, but they trying to get the actual victory points. That's kind of hard. They do a lot of damage. I mean, this is obviously, the police officers are obviously slightly weaker. You know, this one's is almost on the edge. It's taken a few shots. He can lay out some smack and so on, right? So I mean, and that's pretty much the go. They actually are okay as an on-board, but I've just got to try and work out how to get more victory points. Because you just, as the Bat crew, maybe it's just because it was the Bat crew, the militia crew do more manipulate actions maybe. and that's what it comes down to. If the crew does a lot of manipulate actions, then the Riddler crew are going to tally up points, because the moment you start doing manipulate actions, you're accumulating points. You're forcing your opponent to select your markers every time they do a manipulate action and so on. So the facility is there, but the other crew, if they don't need to drop a lot of markers, the Batman crew missions were all about arrests, knocking people down, just a few things. I mean, there were a couple of reveal a friendly suspect marker within an enemy zone and so on. And I think that's where it sort of comes in. But I found more use with the cards as a resource, pulling enemy units closer to they were in range, and that sort of thing. Moving suspect markers around. That's what I found. Anyway, so I finished at turn 3. Turn 4 wasn't going to be much different. Catwoman is just getting up, so she's going to be -4, but she's got back up there, and she's going to hurt someone. Batman's just going for chomp, chomp, chomp. Losing a couple of cops is not so bad. Yeah. So I'll have to try it again. I'll make sure I've got pretty sure I did most of it right. There's a lot of rules, so I was stopping and starting in terms of making sure that I tried to get some of what each individual character could do and getting them in and out. So that was they've got some specific rules, and the Riddler kit, they've changed the rules, so you've got to check the new compendium for the updated rules for the Riddler crew, and so it's going back and forth on those to make sure that trying to get things working. All right, probably not as successful as I was hoping, but it was interesting. I'll try and get another do it again, maybe with a different crew, and we'll play. We'll see what we can go. See what we can do. Stay safe, everybody. We're coming out of the lockdown in our area, so we might actually be able to start to organise some real games, which will be good. All right, thank you very much. Thanks for your patience, and subscribe, check out the Patreon for tips and hints. I've put some details up there for other Batman kit that's not been updated, so just my own sort of musings, so have a look on there. Speedster's magic, that sort of thing, always worth a mention. And thank you very much. All right, bye.